Oh, I'm so rushed every morning. I'd love to get up early, but I just don't know how. Oh, I just keep sleeping in. I have no time in the mornings. What am I going to do? Well, I'm sure we've all asked these questions. Today, I'm going to take a few minutes. I'm going to give you 9 tips on how to start waking up early. Hi, my name is Clayton Frazier, and thanks for tuning into my YouTube channel. I'm an entrepreneur and inspiring life coach and motivational speaker, and I create videos about intentional living, self-help, successful tips, and, business ideas. And I hope some of these tips will help you along on your journey. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. If you have, thank you very much. And let's get started on today's video. Today's topic is 9 tips on how to start getting up early. And why did I pick this topic? Well, a couple years ago, I made a major decision in my life that I wanted to change my lifestyle. And one of the ways I looked into changing it was I wanted to start getting up earlier, because I always done a lot of reading, and all the experts say the first hour of your day is the key. And if you're getting up late and you're rushing to get out of the house, you're rushing to grab breakfast, rushing to get the kids ready, you're not going to have a very productive day. It's going to be more stressful. You're starting a day stressful. That doesn't help anyone. So I made the major decision that I wanted to become healthier, more successful, and I wanted to figure out ways to do that. So one of the biggest thing is I found when I was reading, most CEOs and successful people get up between 5 and 6 a.m. every morning. And here I was getting up at 8, 8:30, 9, 10 even some days, and thinking I was going to become successful. Well, it didn't work that way. So I made the decision I wanted to get up at 6 o'clock. But you're not going to instantly get up tomorrow at 6 o'clock if you're used to getting up at 9 o'clock. So here are some tips I use to help me become more successful that I hope will help you on your journey on having a more productive life, a productive morning, and just getting your day off to a great running start is the easiest way to put it. So here are my 9 tips for how to start getting up early. Thanks for tuning in. Tip number 1. Start slowly. If you're used to sleeping in every morning, rushing out of the house, getting up between 8, 9, as soon as you gotta leave, giving yourself 15 minutes, and then all of a sudden you say, oh, I want to get up early tomorrow, I want to be more productive, and you say, I'm going to get up at 5 o'clock. Well, there's not much chance that your body's going to go instantly from 8 o'clock to 5 o'clock. So start slowly. Let's say you're used to getting up, say, 7:30 every morning. Well, let's start tomorrow morning 7:15, and then gradually go down to 7, 6:45, 6:30. 6:15, 6 o'clock, because if you start slowly, it's a lot easier on you and your body, and you're more likely to keep going. But if you try to do huge steps all at once, it's probably not going to work. So tip number 1 is start slowly. Tip number 2. Well, tip number 2 is kind of obvious for most people. It is start going to bed earlier. If you want to start getting up earlier, you got to start going to bed earlier. And I don't mean take drastic measures. Start going to bed at 9 o'clock when you're used to going at 12 or 1. I mean, just gradually lower it down by a half hour, an hour. I know myself, I used to be bad for staying up to 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, just watching whatever was on TV, not doing anything productive. And then I'd wake up in the morning tired, late, and all that. So now that I want to get up and have a proper morning routine, I start going to bed between 10 and 11. A little harder when sports are on some nights. But I go to bed between 10 and 11 so that I can get up at 6 o'clock and have a more productive day and help reach my goals and dreams. So tip number 2 is start going to bed earlier. Tip number 3 is, most people know this, set an alarm clock. But don't just set an alarm clock. Set your alarm clock and place it across the room. Somewhere where you have to get up, go, step out of bed, go hit the button to turn it off, and I don't mean hit the snooze button and crawl back in bed. I mean something that's inconvenient for you, so that you have to walk across the room, hit that button, then you're out of bed. That makes it so much easier, because if you set an alarm and you set it somewhere where you have to get up, it forces you to get out of bed. So step number 3 is set your alarm and not somewhere where you can just reach over and touch it. Tip number 4. Well, when your alarm goes off, get up, turn it off, and step out of the bedroom. You know, when we get up and we move around a lot, we're less likely to go back to bed. If we make it harder on ourselves to go back to bed, we're going to stay up and get used to getting up early, and we're going to get ready to have a productive day. So step number 4 is step out of the bedroom after alarm clock goes off. Step number 5 is have a good reason for getting up early. You know, I think this is the most important one. You know, we say we don't want to rush out of the house and we say all this, but we have to have that reason. And especially if you're self-employed and you work from home or you do different stuff like that, you need to have some motivation of why you want to get up an hour earlier. You know, I had a big motivation is I just wanted to start my day off productive on a positive note. So I get up earlier so I can listen to motivational audio. I can take my time. I can do my Thrive 3 simple steps. And I can just relax before I attack the day. I can get my mind in the right mindset, you know, prepared. So that's why I say for step number 5 is you got to have a really good reason. You got to know your motivation as to why you want to get up early. Because if you have no reason to get up early, are you going to be productive each day? Are you going to make this a good routine? Probably not. So step number 5, have a great reason for getting up early. Tip number 6 is consider getting up early a reward. And what do I mean by this? Well, a lot of times when we're rushing getting out of the house, getting up on the last minute, we just rush. We got to leave right quick. We're not productive with anything. And we're hitting the day off, starting the day off on a bad note. But if you get up every day early, consider it a reward. You're rewarding yourself for all your hard work. You're giving yourself some time to sit down there and enjoy your coffee if you like it. Myself, I don't drink coffee, so I get up and I enjoy my shake. You know, you might be able to go out and sit on the step and just listen to the world waking up. I live in the woods. I love going out, listening to the birds and the animals wake up. But by getting up early, consider it a reward for you, for all your good work, all your hard work, rewarding your mind, just rewarding yourself for it. And another way you can do it, if you like specialty coffees or something, if you get up all week early, why not reward yourself with a great coffee or a little extra treat? You know, but the biggest thing is, consider getting up early a reward. It'll really, really, really help you have a more productive day and help you be more successful in life. Tip number 7 is use the extra time, wisely. And what do I mean by that? Well, if we're going to have extra time and we want to be more productive, more successful, you could use it to exercise. Give you the time so you're not rushing around exercising. Use the time to take a course maybe. Or use the time just to treat yourself. But make sure you're using that time wisely so that you get some value from it. Because if we're getting up in the morning just to watch TV, is that really going to help you? Probably not. And is that going to really motivate you to keep wanting to get up earlier every morning? No, I don't think so. So, find something that's going to be productive, that's going to help you be more successful, be a better you, and use that extra hour or 2 hours you give yourself each morning by getting up early to make sure it's being productive. Because if it's not being productive, you're not going to keep the habit of getting up early. So tip number 7 is use the time wisely. Tip number 8 is eat less before you go to bed at night. Well, this one can help you in a number of different ways. For one, we shouldn't be eating as much at nighttime because it helps put the pounds on, and if we want to get healthier, it doesn't help. But 2, you sleep better. All the experts say you sleep better if you don't eat a pile of food before you go to bed. And plus, if you're waking up hungry in the morning, it's going to make you more motivated to get out of bed. So if you eat less at night, you're going to be hungrier in the morning. Plus, you're going to be healthier. You're not putting the weight on while you're sleeping, and you're going to get a better sleep. So tip number 8 is eat less at night. Simple as that. Tip number 9, and probably the most important tip, is we got to make the decision that we want to get up earlier in the morning. Simple as that. Guys, if we want to get up earlier in the morning, we can give ourselves all the little tips, all the little tricks and stuff that people use. But if you don't want to get up earlier in the morning, it doesn't matter. So make the firm decision that we're going to start getting up every morning earlier and that we're going to have a productive morning routine that can help us be more successful. Now, I don't care what it is. You might just want to be healthier, you want to be happier, you want to be more successful in business, you want to be more successful in I don't know what. But if you make the decision that you're going to get up early in the morning, you're going to use your time wisely, it's going to be a lot easier than if you just say, I should get up early in the morning. I'm going to get up early tomorrow, but I don't know why I want to start getting up earlier. You're probably not going to do it. So the 9th tip is make the decision that you're going to start getting up earlier. Simple as that. So there's my 9 tips for how to start getting up earlier in the morning. But the biggest thing is you got to make the decision that you want to start getting up earlier in the morning, creating a good, productive morning routine. And that's the key. You know, they always say motivation gets you started, but habit keeps you going. And create good habits in the morning. Thanks for tuning in. Again, my name is Clayton Frazier. I'm an entrepreneur, an inspiring life coach, and motivational speaker. And I create videos about intentional living, successful lifestyles, successful tips, and business ideas. And I create a video every couple of weeks about these topics. So if you want to follow my journey to success, please hit the subscribe button so you get notice of future videos. Thanks, and have a great day.